is the college portion of the show. Thank you for tuning in to the Matt and Todd Show. We appreciate everybody for taking some time out of your day. And we always want to thank our sponsors, of course, to help make this show possible. Dean, we couldn't do it without them. J.R. Napier McKenzie, Cherokee Eye Clinic, Scott Lloyd's Legal Service, and the Culbert Law Firm, and, of course, Warrior Gym that sponsors our Player of the Week. Always great to have everybody on. We're going to get into some college. And, Dean, I have the scariest player in college football coming your way. Don't turn away.
Okay, the scariest.
Scariest player. Being Halloween, I just thought I'd do a little wordplay there.
I don't know who he is.
You may have a good idea. I'm telling you guys.
He got a weird name?
No.
Oh,
I'm just telling you. Something's fixing to happen. I'm going to get into it. We're going to do our top 6 right now.
Right.
Now, this is playoff. They're going to fix to do the playoff bracket. Hello, Spotify and Applecast people.
I don't think many people will be watching it tonight with the Braves coming.
They're fixing to come on about 20 minutes, so we can y'all can watch this part. We'll do our top 6, and then we'll give some scores, and then we'll mention the Braves.
No, I meant there won't be anybody watching.
Oh, the Braves, they're going to watch us.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Man, what are you thinking? That's why you hit the subscribe.
Nobody. Braves to be down. I think they called earlier and said, can y'all do this another night?
Ron, viewership's down the Braves game tonight. What's going on? It's Matt and Todd Shaw.
I think that's what I heard. That they wanted the Braves, they wanted to postpone one day.
It's Matt and Todd Show.
They can't get nothing done.
See that? M and T, baby. That's where it's at.
Wait a second.
All right, let's roll it over, Dean. All right, this is who Dean likes in the playoffs.
Right.
Georgia likes Georgia. Tell us about it.
Yeah, Georgia, Alabama, too. I moved them on up because, clearly, and this is what everybody says, that they're clearly the best two right now. So I'll go with that. Michigan State, after that big win over Michigan, I had to bump them up there. They're undefeated. Bump Cincinnati down.
Yeah, they've just...
Now, I talked to somebody last night, and they said, I don't really agree with that. They hammered Tulane. It's 14-12 going into the fourth. Oklahoma... And I got Ohio State back up there at 6. What about yours?
All right.
Oh, ours is the same, isn't it? Oh, no, that's mine.
All right, I'm going to go... I put a line between mine. I did that on purpose to say Alabama and Georgia's just better than everybody else.
I think so right now.
Everybody else just kind of, I don't know. So my playoff, I like to see Georgia play 4 Oregon. And I don't see Bama and Michigan State play. Mm-hmm. And then Oklahoma and Cincinnati, they're not worthy. They hadn't played real good. They're going to hang outside here and watch. And Ohio State ain't even ranked in my top 10. I ain't got no use for them. I just don't. I'm tired of media.
They're staying around there, especially with that big win yesterday.
That big win against
Penn State.
The 92nd ranked defense, Penn State. Nittany Lions.
Ohio State does gain some yards. 548
They should.
548.
They played nobody. But, you're supposed to have big stats.
Now, they have not had a tough schedule.
So that's who we like. I like Georgia to play Oregon, and I'd like to see Bama play Michigan State. Dean wants Georgia to play Cincinnati, and Bama play Michigan State. So we both got Bama play Michigan State. Right. He wants Georgia to play Cincy. I want Georgia to play Oregon. And I got Cincy at 6. I'm gonna
they may drop Cincy. It just depends on what happens.
Yeah.
That's just for right now.
Yeah.
Let's go on and see how the year goes. They just don't.
But I really do think 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's nobody even close.
Everybody. I think Georgia's a clear number 1. I think Alabama could beat Georgia, but I'm not saying they will.
They're the only team that's now. And we did. Now you can go back and watch other videos that we've talked about this. We didn't even put Bama at 1.
No, we never did.
No, because how could we?
Right.
They lost everybody. So there's no way. And they got a new quarterback, and he's proven to be. He's good, and he's number 6 in the nation in passing. But
yeah, the defense is a little suspect. I tell you now, I'm not just. They better watch out for Auburn.
So
Auburn's playing good.
You want to do?
Give me the.
Who you got?
I'll go over that. I'll go over the Auburn.
Since you brought, heck yeah. Talking about Auburn, they are very dangerous. Go ahead.
They are dangerous right now. Since they had that close game, they seem to be playing good. They beat Ole Miss 31-20. Ole Miss had only had 1 loss. That was to Alabama. Ole Miss got their yards, but Auburn did too. Bigsby, Tank, big night. 140 yards rushing.
140.
1 touchdown. Nix threw for 276. Rushed for 30. Corral had 289 and rushed for 45. Got hurt in this game. That hurt them.
Yeah.
I really do believe that. I mean, they had over 400 yards, but so did Auburn. Auburn finished with 487 yards, man. And they just look good. They look good on defense. I know you made some comments about that. Look very good on defense.
That's the difference maker. The defense of Kobe McClain had 14 tackles.
Oh, my gosh, he's good. He really is. Him and Smoke Monday.
They were lighting people up. When that quarterback come out, Corral, and put that new guy in, first play, he tries to scramble around there, and that dude Smoke just like shoulder bumps him and slides him up the field.
That Smoke.
I think so.
They looked good last night, and I don't know that I'm not going to sit here and say, well, Ole Miss ain't no good. No, that's not completely true now. Come on.
Well, it is. Trick or treat. Got a treat for you. The scariest player in SEC right now is Bo Nix.
I agree. He's good.
I'm telling you guys, the way they're playing right now. Now listen, you see this A up here on the wall. So before you get too crazy, I am an Alabama fan, but I'm just we try to do a sports show.
He's like a man possessed.
And I'm just being honest. That's why you hit the subscribe. Bo Nix is going to be your scariest player in the SEC. I'm breaking news right now and watch and see if tomorrow when you turn on ESPN in the morning, if Bo Nix, if they're not one person will say, that Heisman talk, I don't know, boy, he sure is looking like Johnny Manziel out there. He's come back from the dead. Bo Nix got benched and he's come. I'm just telling you how the media is going to portray it. They're going to pump this game up. The Iron Bowl is like 3-4 weeks away.
Yeah, I got Texas A&M.
They got A&M next.
That'll be a big game.
We'll pick that game in a minute. I'm telling you, the scariest player in ACC right now is Bo Nix. You can laugh, you can scoff, but I promise you this week.
Well, the Bo Nix hate talk has gone from in April the 1st of 1945, Adolf Hitler was the leader of Germany. May 1st, he was dead. All right, that's where the talk is with Bo Nix.
Oh, God, he just compared it to World War II.
Well, a month ago, it was ripping him, tearing him up. He sucks. We hate him. Get him out of here. I mean, to the point where I even had to take up for the kid.
Yeah, and we're not Auburn
and
fans.
And now he's great.
We're not big. I mean, we're not Auburn fans, but...
And there's somebody going to come on here now and say, well, I still think he sucks.
Well, that's fine.
You're wrong.
Well, that's fine. You can think he sucks, but by the way he's played and the way he's rallied his team from scrambling to bumbling and stumbling.
The scrambling's unreal.
And last night was just more fortified of Bo taking this team on. I mean, he looks like, he just looks like he's leading the team now. You can tell in the interviews after the game, his spirit is better.
Yeah.
That getting benched.
Oh, he said it saved him.
It changed his whole spirit.
Yeah, saved him. He said he was playing uptight. He's not now, obviously.
No, he was. You could see his feet, man. Before I told you this, I said, watch his feet. He's pitter-patting his feet all over the field. He just cannot get steady. He's nervous because his offensive line's not good.
Right.
So now he's learning to get up in the pocket, feel that pressure, and move up or spin out. He'll roll right and then do a back turn and come back around the other way.
I know I've seen him get out of 8 sacks in the last 3 weeks.
Sure.
At least.
He's the most scariest guy in the SEC. Maybe one of the scariest guys in the nation right now. Now.
He's playing good.
I'm just basing it.
I'm a little worried about that game now.
So Bubba and the Man, their YouTube channel, they watch a little bit. You can take this soundbite. Big Matt said Bo Nix is the scariest guy right now, quarterback.
He can sneak up on you.
Yeah, they're not going to sneak up on Alabama because you better know that Iron Bowl game is at Auburn.
You got to be ready.
It's going to be tough this year.
It's over there, them playing good, and that does you in right there.
Bama's not going to walk over and beat them by 3 touchdowns this year.
No, I wouldn't think so.
It's not going to happen. Rolling on to brother from another mother, your guy Dean over there at Georgia. I think he did have a pick.
Kobe.
He had a pick for a touchdown right at halftime to make it 24-7. With 3 minutes left in the game, Dean, it was 3-0, and all of a sudden, strip, touchdown, kickoff, interception, fumble, pick, touchdown. This is 10 picks and 6 touchdowns has been allowed all year. This is Georgia stats. This is some of the best defensive stats since World War II.
No, I mean, 6.5 points a game.
It's amazing. Bennett now, he's still straggling around. He threw 2 picks yesterday and a touchdown. White run for 105, Cook for 46, and Bennett scrambled for 35. Jackson led the receivers with 60.
He had a good game.
Had 354 total. And Florida had 355 total. Jones,
nothing inside the 20. Right?
Jones is 10 for 14, 112. Richardson 12 for 20, 82 with 2 picks, and it's hurting the team.
They've thrown a lot of interceptions this year.
Yeah, he keeps bouncing back and forth with his quarterbacks. He's putting Jones in, jerks him out, puts in Richardson, starts Richardson, jerks him out, puts Jones in.
He's under a lot of heat. But did anybody really expect him to upset Georgia?
There's no consistency to Florida right now. They don't have an identity as a quarterback, as a team. They're really reeling right now, and they can talk about Dan being on the hot seat, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Just get out of here with that, man. Stop. He's been there a couple of years. I mean,
Can't put everybody on the hot seat.
Just because you lose a game, they just played the number 1 team in the country that's got the best defense ever. They've beaten old Alabama records for the best defense ever. So please,
really, are they?
Yes.
Not on the yards.
No,
points,
everything.
Right?
I mean,
really?
picks and everything. Just slow down. I mean, y'all gotta chill out with that firing coaches, man. These guys are trying to make a living.
He's a good one. You're not going to do a whole lot better than Dan Mullen.
I don't personally care for him much, but I mean, he just seems kind of whatever. But
he's going to fire his defensive coordinator. I'm sure of that.
No, he played the number 1 team in the country. That everybody's saying Alabama may be the only team that has a shot to beat them because their offense just may be good enough to score on that Georgia defense.
Good. Oh.
That's all we know. What's your other game?
Oh, my other game. Hold on, let me go to it. I'll stick in the SEC and go. This was an upset, and it was upsetting to me. Mississippi State.
Oh, yeah.
Beat Kentucky 31-17.
I don't know what happened there.
I don't either. Kentucky's great on defense. They give up 440 yards. Matt, they gained 200 yards.
All day. Receiving
200 yards, 3 interceptions.
Mississippi State's coming to their own, ain't they?
They're doing a little better. I mean, I'll give
He loves Leach, by the way.
Leach
They're
credit.
close.
I mean, whoever, their defense seems to be very good, and they can move the ball. They still don't. He actually did run it a little bit last night. They ran it 35 times and passed 39.
A little balance there for old Leach.
Quarterback was 36 of 39. I don't know if I've ever heard a stat that good. 36 of 39.
That's pretty good. So it sounds like the passing game was just kind of flawless, and Kentucky just couldn't capitalize on some situations.
We'll see Levis, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. I mean, that's just, and no yards rushing again. 53-66.
They're struggling to run the ball.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. Smoke had 19, Rodriguez 34.
When did Mississippi State get a defense?
I don't know what's going on down there. No, they played good last night. I don't know that they have played good. Well, they also beat Texas A&M. So he's had some signature wins this year.
Yeah.
He has.
And we'll see how Auburn and A&M, I'll say right now, Auburn is reeling right now, but they've got to go to A&M.
That's going to be a good one.
I think A&M may put the dent in Auburn and get them refocused on the things they need to do to get them ready to finish the season. Maybe undefeated for the rest of the season. Maybe
they're playing good, but A&M's playing good too.
It's out there.
It's out there.
I'm picking A&M because they're home. If it's at Auburn, I'm picking Auburn. That's the only reason I picked them to beat.
I'm just gonna pick the home team in that game.
Ole Miss, I picked Auburn because I told Dean, I said they're lucky at home.
Ole Miss never really was in.
No, never.
Not really.
Not ever. No.
They cut it to a touchdown one time, but
yeah.
I never felt threatened.
Yeah, like
they were gonna.
The Georgia game, they led. But, I mean, it was tight the whole first half here. It just fell apart on them. I mean, it fell apart quick. Mm-hmm. And then they was down, 2 or 3 touchdowns at halftime.
Right.
We'll move out of the SEC and go to Michigan State.
Yeah.
You watched this a little bit. Hey, Walker run for almost 200 yards.
Yeah, he's got
5 touchdowns.
We got to start hearing him in the Heisman talk.
5 touchdowns. Thrawn, 19 for 30, 200 passing, but he threw 2 picks. Now, McNamara, I did watch him closely. I don't think he's terrible. He threw for 383.
He's good.
2 touchdowns, throwed a pick.
McNamara.
He's okay. The receiver, Anthony, had 155 catching 2 touchdowns. Haskins run the ball. Michigan went up 552 total yards.
552 yards against Michigan State.
Michigan State wins the game 37-33 with 395 total. Pass for 200, rush for 200. They were 2 for 2 on 4th downs, Michigan State was. And Michigan Wolverines were 1 for 3 on 4th downs. Those are the little things that I pay attention to on there.
I felt like Michigan was completely in control.
It was. I turned it away.
Go to the bathroom and get something to eat, and it's tied. Couldn't stop the back, sounds like.
Yeah, Walker took almost 200 yards rushing, 5 touchdowns.
That's pretty good. Well, Matt, that's pretty much it on. Well, I got Ohio State. Now
Tell us about Ohio State.
Ohio State beat Penn State. Obviously, it was a pretty good game. Clifford for Penn State, 360 passes. But that was all it did, Matt. Penn State rushed for 33 yards. Ohio State Stroud, who's also in the Heisman talk.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about him either.
305. Trevion Henderson, 152. Of course, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. Which, I don't know if you know this, they have another receiver. He had 6 catches for 97 yards. Garrett Wilson had 7 for 82. Olave, 3 for 55. They've got three receivers with over 35 catches.
Well,
and a running back with 800 yards.
Now, after Corral went out there with his ankle skiffed up a little bit,
that hurt him.
And losing the game, that hurt his Heisman tendencies. However, Kenny Pickett, so
I think
threw 500 yards.
Well, he threw 2 picks and they lost. But how many yards has he got this year?
There was his receiver Addison received 145 yards, 18-yard average. Wayne and Mack and Kroll all had, golly, man. Barlow and Stovall, Abadaka.
Oh my God!
All of these guys had 1, 2, 3, 4. They had like 8 receivers over
passes.
8 receivers over 30 yards.
Wow, that's pretty.
How do you?
Who's your Heisman guys? Let's talk about that while we're here. Obviously, we're putting Young up there.
I like Kenny Pickett. I
like Pickett, but they're not going to give it to him because he threw 2 picks.
I don't know.
I like the guy from Cincinnati. I like the running back from Michigan State. So I don't know.
I've tried to.
Going to win the Heisman?
Yeah. What do y'all like? Because
I don't think it's not Corral anymore. No. He's out.
I've thought about it, and I don't even know who to even. I'm serious. I don't. There's just nobody really jumps out at me, really.
No.
But they're saying Bryce Young. Bryce Young jumps.
Well, I guess he does it. Really, in reality, he's doing as well as anybody.
Maybe we're too hard on him because of Mac Jones. Does that make sense?
Yeah, well, see,
because how great Mac was, and now we expect him to be, and he's just.
And he's done well.
He's 6th in the nation.
He won't run the football, but he stays in the pocket.
He's got better at running it.
He has gotten better. But,
I don't know. We'll just say
he's going to throw for 4,000 yards in 12 games. That's going to be pretty good. But
Pickett.
What about the quarterback for Oklahoma that came in for? He won't have enough stats.
No. What about what about Tank Bigsby or one? I mean,
I've not even heard.
See, his yards he's had a few sputtery games, but yesterday he unloaded.
The big guy for Georgia, the big defensive lineman, which I completely disagree with.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, he don't have enough stats. If he was getting 12 tackles, averaging 10 a game,
and now we realize that he's getting double teamed and they don't run towards him.
But there's an award for him, like the Lombowski Award or whatever it is.
Yeah, Nagurski, John, something.
You have
Outland. I don't know.
Yeah, Outland Trophy for offensive lineman and Nagurski. There's awards for those guys. So
yes. I don't. And me and Big Mike and you and Big Mike are buddies, but we completely disagree. I said no way, you should get it.
No, you just can't. If any lineman should have ever won the Heisman, it was Namakong Suh.
Yes.
At Nebraska the year that they should have beat Texas and they put time back on the clock.
Yeah.
So Colt could go get drummed by Alabama.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother time story. I don't know, Dean. I don't know. I guess I'm going to say Pickett and put Bo Nix's name in there again.
I don't know how you can pick it out. Even though they've lost some games. They average 550 yards a game and he's thrown for God, who knows what.
Him and Bryce, and I don't know.
That's my 2. Pickett and the running back from Michigan State.
Yeah, that's it. Walker.
Yes.
Yeah. What about Spiller, A&M? You know, we were high on him at first, but he's...
Yeah, well, see, that other guy. Well, they've got that 2-back system. You know, they're running that chain.
Yeah, chain.
He's good.
Yeah, he's a track guy.
Now, he's not as good as Spiller, but he's pretty talented. You know, and he run the kickoff back against Alabama.
Yeah, if he gets through, he's gone.
Yes, he's brutally.
Yeah, y'all more than welcome to go list after the show. But on there now, who y'all like for Heisman? Whoever you think, I don't care. This is free.
Yeah, whoever you want.
It's a free country. You put the lineman from
somebody from Gadsden State.
Yeah, you put the lineman from Iowa up there. I don't care.
No, but we won't take it. But
now Braves are fixing to come on in a few, so we know everybody wants to cut loose and go over there and watch your Braves. Good luck to them. The series is 3-2 right now. Swanson and Solar homered both in the 7th the other night to give them the advantage there. Kyle Wright's ERA, he's throwing 1.59 right now. The game 5 says just coming on here on Fox in just a little bit. The Titans and Colts matched up. The Titans had a good game there. I wanted to look at the Bills and Dolphins score, see how that went. And now the Packers and the Cardinals, guys, they played Thursday night. Packers are 7-1. Aaron Rodgers is just smoking it right now. 184, 2 touchdowns, 22 for 37. Probably the best game he's ever played in his life. I don't know. His control and leadership and moxie is just uncanny from any of the quarterbacks besides Tom Brady. Now he's over here, and everybody else is doing, So there you go.
Saints beat the Bears. Got beat.
Yeah, Bills and Dolphins.
Bills and Dolphins.
I'm high on the Bills. I'm a Bills fan.
Bills beat the Dolphins 26-11.
Okay, all right, good deal.
Titans beat the Colts.
Derrick Henry did he get over 100 again?
I don't think so.
See, I watched some of it and I turned it away, and then I fell asleep. And
no, he got 28 for 68.
68 yards.
He got held down today, but he's all to have 28 for 260.
Now your Monday night game before we get off here. Your Monday night game, Dean's going to be between the 2-5 Giants and the 3-4 Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Listen to what I just said there. The 3-4 Chiefs.
That's just hard to believe. That's the best 3-4 team in the history of college.
They've just
NFL football.
They can't get it together right now.
Yeah.
Other day I mentioned Aaron Rodgers. Kyler Murray was 22 for 33, throw for 274, but he threw 2 picks. And Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT. And he's one of the goats, and he just kind of took care of business.
And there's sometimes I get mad at him and don't like some of his thinking outside of football. But he's a great football player.
Oh yeah, personally I don't care for his thinking. He's a little crazy, but Kyrie Irving, he's a fantastic basketball player. I think he's a little loony bin about some things like the flat Earth stuff. Now him standing up for his rights not to take a shot, to be a free American, I'm all for that. I mean, he ought to have a choice. I thought we was all Americans last time I looked, or last time Paul Revere rode a horse.
Right.
But don't get me started.
Hey, did you want me to just briefly talk about this SC basketball?
Yeah, man, break that down. I want to know about that. People need to know what's going to happen. Bama's going to be pretty good. Arkansas.
All right, so these are the favorites.
Yeah.
One of 5 teams that could win it. Alabama, obviously, because they got Quinterly and Shackelford.
Now you're talking about winning the conference.
Win the conference, yes. Kentucky, they got 1 starter back, but now he's gone away from getting all the big-time freshmen. He's getting the transfers.
So that works out for him.
So is Arkansas. It's Arkansas, Tennessee, and LSU. Those are the 5 favorites. The preview I read said one of those 5 would win it. Alabama, Kentucky, Arkansas, Tennessee. And we're not getting deep into this tonight. Tennessee or LSU. Other people that could vie for it and be pretty good and could mess that up would be Ole Miss, Auburn, Florida, Mississippi State.
Yeah, I'm curious about Auburn's basketball this year.
Yeah, I think they'll probably be okay. No, and I'll get into some players here just a second. Not too deep, but a little bit. Stuck in purgatory. That's what this means. They're not going anywhere. South Carolina, A&M, Missouri, and the worst teams in the conference: Georgia and Vanderbilt. That's preseason.
Georgia, 2 or 3 years. Was it 2 or 3 years ago? They had a pretty good. Yeah, they had pretty good basketball team.
Vanderbilt's had some good teams. Here's the top 10 players, guys. And some of them I'm not even naming because I don't know their names. Shackelford is the top player coming back in the conference.
I can see that.
Quinterly, who we think.
Yes, I like him, boy. He's a go-getter.
Scottie Pippen. Have y'all ever heard of this?
Is he going to try to get him to time in?
It's actually his son, Scottie Pippen Jr.
I don't. Does his dad play somewhere? I think he played for the Supersonics.
I think his dad might have played in the ABA or something.
Played the Supersonics, didn't he?
No, he played up in the Industrial League up there with Inland.
Oh, that's right. Played with Ed Price.
Yeah,
okay.
Deontay Davis. Guys, we're kidding.
I know. Some people be like, you see them guys on YouTube the other day? Yeah, said Scottie Pippen played at Inland with Ed Price. Who's Ed Price?
So I'm a little confused. So Scottie Pippen is the second best player in the league. But they say Vanderbilt's the worst team.
So he's going to play at Vanderbilt?
He plays for Vandy, yeah.
So he must be a brain. He's up there doing engineering school classes.
All right, listen to this, David. Here's some some other top players, Deontay Davis and J.D. Note
J.D. Note
from Arkansas. Plus, they've got a bunch of transfers in. And Kentucky has one starter returning, Keon Brooks.
Yeah.
But they say he's got 3 coming in, 2 transfers, one from Miami, who was 17, 18 points a game.
Wow.
So
Calipari can do it, doesn't he?
They're not doing they're getting away from the one and dones. They're getting these transfer guys now.
They're just going to come in and try to win one and they'll leave.
Yeah. Well, they're one that
That's what they're
they're
doing.
year one.
Yes.
They do.
That's why you hit the subscribe button. No.
They're there 1 year too. So Arkansas, Bama, LSU.
I like it, man. I think it's going to be some good basketball. We had to mention that.
Great last year.
And yeah, we're going to try to put together SEC a local media days for basketball. Bring some boys and girls like we did with the football. Probably try to do it on a Saturday or something when everybody's off, because I've asked a few coaches already. I'll let you go with that, guys. As always, keep your heads clear and your hearts full of God.
Have a good week.
Man, we sure do appreciate you. Y'all have a good week. Peace.